As we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. Stays on his feet, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw here, and he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. This will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. B-19.
They'll run the option left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play clock's running down. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
Here we go.
I'm one of those guys.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Green 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game. When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a handoff here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play clock winding down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Looking to throw. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll try again with the arm here on second down, and that'll be incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Give him 28 yards on that one. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
That was 4th and a mile. Almost 4th, and why are you doing this? I mean, they got it done, though. Went up and got it. What a big-time pickup.
I was just going to say that. It's a receiver. You got to have that go-get-it attitude. He had it there. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical, and now barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. The point after now for Aguayo. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say